How's it going, everyone? My name is Damien. Welcome back. Bringing you some thoughts and opinions on SnowBarry, Barry Allen, and Caitlin Snow. This is the first episode of The Flash so far this season, and I imagine there will be many more to come, at least for this current season, maybe some in season 2 as well. But this is the first episode where they have really had exclusive scenes and scenes beyond a workplace environment that didn't involve Cisco or someone else. And I have to say, I did a video previously talking about the two of them and also Barry and Iris. And this video was like a while ago, but I basically said that no matter what, Barry and Iris are endgame, and I still stand by that. I think no matter what happens, he will ultimately find his way back to Iris. But there is a lot that they could potentially do with this Caitlin Snow Barry Allen relationship right now. I can't even begin to describe how much chemistry they have or they had in this current episode. It was ridiculous. There were over 7 minutes of scenes where they were together exclusively on screen together, and I just I was literally amazed by every single scene. And there is a lot of incentive for them to get together, but at the same time, it kind of brings into comparison the Barry and Felicity relationship because they said they went down that road and they're not going to do it. I was going to bring up, or I am going to bring up, the argument that they have a lot in common, and that is something that I think Caitlin Snow kind of connects with Barry with. They have that. They're both into, they're both kind of nerdy and they're both smart and all of that. And that's just one of the things that kind of draws them together. But on top of that, she knows who he is, so he can be himself around her. And they just had a lot of great scenes tonight. And if you haven't seen all of the scenes or you want to rewatch them, I will have a link in the description or maybe on screen of all the scenes that I posted on my Clips channel. You can feel free to check them out. And if you're coming over from the Clips channel to hear my thoughts, then let me know what you guys think about SnowBarry because I know they have a pretty decent following and they have been kind of under the radar, I guess, because he's just Barry has pretty much been fixated on Iris and he will continue to be that way, I think, for a little while. I think it's great that they're introducing a new love interest for him in Linda Park because what we saw at the end of this episode tonight was the first hint of jealousy from Iris. What she is not accustomed to is Barry having his attention diverted to anyone else. He's always been focused on Iris, and he's willing to do anything he can to help her. And he's always there for her. And she never really, I guess she takes him being there for granted at this point. And, now she's with Eddie and they're kind of progressing in their relationship. So Barry's kind of getting phased out, but she still wants him to be there whenever she really needs him. And she'd still like to have him in her life. But that ultimately is going to get put to the test with the Linda Park character and potentially Caitlin Snow. So we'll see just what happens. What was really great about this episode is that they did a great job, in my opinion, of handling Barry moving forward because now you see there's a lot of potential here. There's possibilities all around because we've got Linda Park, who could be a love interest for a little while. We have Caitlin Snow, which is a relationship I think that will continue to develop. I don't think anything will happen just yet, but again, I loved their scenes together. I loved the karaoke scenes. I loved him taking her home. I just love that she knows that he is the Flash, and they have a good shot here, a really good shot to have them be in a relationship for a while because I think no matter what happens though, she is going to become Killer Frost on this show. Something is going to lead to her being affected and becoming Killer Frost. I don't know what'll happen, but I think she's gonna be on a path to become a villain. And it kind of sucks, to see a character like that, but Killer Frost is well known in the DC universe, Caitlin Snow in the comics, as just being she's always been a villain, and that is ultimately the path that she's going to go down because one of her core one of the core characters that she gets involved with a lot in the comics, or has gotten involved with, is Firestorm, which is Ronnie Raymond. So it makes a lot of sense that they would go that path. Now, obviously, they could change things, and that's generally what people like to say, that the comics aren't. It's not going to be exactly how the show pans out, and that is very true. But at the same time, the ultimate end goal for a lot of the characters remains the same. So I still believe she's going to become Killer Frost at some point, and she's going to have maybe some encounters with Firestorm that could be pretty interesting. But for right now, I think at least the first season or two, they could have her go down this path, and they could really set up a tragic episode where something happens to her, and then she becomes Killer Frost. I mean, we'll see what happens, but as far as their chemistry is concerned, they have it. They really, really go well together, and I would love to see some more scenes with them in the upcoming weeks. That would be great. But do let me know what you guys think. These are just some quick thoughts. I was smiling the entire time they were on screen. I am sure if you guys were watching this, listening to this, then you were too. They really are something, and I hope they explore this relationship. I hope they have a scene where they kiss. That would be great. I would really enjoy that. But let me know what you guys think. Comment down below, and I'll have my review of this episode up right after this video. You can feel free to check that out as well. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Arrow. I'm going to post a video on Friday, I believe, talking about Barry and Iris, and that should be pretty good. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. My name is Damien.